This Big U?
TV superstar. Now Snoop Dogg on the mic, what it do right now? When you hop off the plane, check in. Penthouse suite, check in.
So that's what made you aggressive then?
Yeah, that's why I was trying to fuck people up out there, because I was a football player. I was
check in, cause if not shit get hot, you better check it in. When you in the Bay, check in.
Did you ever really learn how to play the drums?
I had to. Well, like I said, I grew up in a church.
Okay, but right here.
But I mean, but also you got to realize that was about. See?
Oh, wait. And this season 2 of Checc'N In.
You got to check in, man. Everywhere I go, I check in, man. No, I don't get checked, I check in. It's a big difference, man.
Season 2 of Checc'N In. We got the legendary Dog Father walking in. Come on, dog.
What up, baby?
Man.
The big homie.
Yes, sir.
TV superstar. Neighborhood star. Come on, man, you look good up here, man. I like the new setting. Y'all done moved on up like the Jeffersons. You got darts, got the block up. Oh, real uniforms from guys that either made it or guys that's making it. I know how Rondo is. I know how much he mean to us.
That's Dayon up there. That's Dayon.
I know that's the young man that's representing the family line and keeping that name alive.
Yes,
just graduated, right?
Yeah, he's graduated.
Man, shout out to my nephew Dayon for graduating, man. You know, I remember when he played for the Crenshaw Bears.
The Bears.
And y'all went to the Super Bowl at the Home Depot.
Yep.
And I just watched him grow into the fine young man that he is, man. You and your wife did an amazing job with him, man.
Man, we appreciate it, man. We had a lot of help along the way, though. That shit was amazing, though. You know what I mean?
Good examples, right? See, one thing I can say about the Snoop U Football League, which people don't know, is that this is probably the greatest thing that ever happened to the West Coast, because it ends the gang violence. It puts people like me and you in a position to be mentors and to take our bad things that we done and make good things out of it with the kids that follow us.
From my perspective, when you started the Snoop League, you actually put league teams in each neighborhood that was influenced by gangs. And gang members who had sons had to go commune with other people who they wouldn't have never talked to before.
Right.
You had dudes from Maytre on team, Sons on team with 60s. You had dudes with Bloods on team with Crips.
But I was just looking out for the kids, but the beauty of it all was they put the gangs to the back and put the kids to the front.
Real talk.
And we survived it. We started 2005, it's 2022, we 17 years strong. You didn't put kids through college. You didn't put kids to the NFL.
Yes, sir.
So it's like we done had our hands directly on it to where when people see you, they call you coach.
Yes, sir.
How that feel to you when somebody say coach instead of big homie?
Hey, man, it's beautiful. Hey, you can't answer, but you know what's funny, though? I done did so many, I don't be remembering all of them.
Let me tell you this, how about I'm at the gas station one night by myself. I told security, I wouldn't even, you know what I'm saying, I'm on my own little thing, riding. 5 little dudes pull up on me, and I'm like, damn, they finna get me. They like, what's happening, Coach Snoop? You coached against us, we played for Coach Smitty in Compton and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh my God, my heart was beating so fast. And they was like, man, can we get a picture with you, man? We played in your league. I was like, oh man, great things that we've done.
Yeah.
Come back to haunt us like that in a good way.
All the time. I get it
You
all
get
the
those?
time, man. I get it from little dudes who grew up into men, and they from all over, and they like, Coach, you. So that really make me feel good because I know I have impacted somebody else's life in a great way. And regardless of what other people are saying, I know I've reached some of these young fellas, and then it's even girls too, because I know you get it. Because your cheerleader squad, my cheerleader just won first place for the first time won Jam.
Yeah.
Crenshaw cheers, Crenshaw ladies.
But that is what we do though. It's like, we started about our kids. Let's just be honest. It was about our kids in the beginning. Let me make sure my son and he's straight.
Right.
Then it went to, okay, what about the other kids on the team? All right, they spending the night now. When they spend the night at your house, now it becomes, I remember my kids spent the night at your house.
Yeah, they did.
Like,
yeah, they
okay,
did.
but that's what football do.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? But they got to go to your house before I did because of football.
Yes,
but
sir.
that's the beauty of what we did and what we built in the league. So shout out to everybody behind the scenes. Come on, man. I'm proud of what we built, homie. Like, I'm so proud that I don't even have to be a part of it. I left coaching for like 3 years, and my league did amazing. Now I'm back coaching. It feels good to be back on the field with them 6-year-olds, to be back in the mix with the babies, man, because I love the kids, and I really love I can touch all of the kids. Even if I don't coach you, and I see you, and I get a picture with you, or I chop it up with you, or I coach against you, that's an experience that kid gonna remember forever.
Forever.
But I had seen you at that Buccaneer game. That's where I first seen you.
Right.
in Orange County when one of your sons was playing for them. And I
Yep.
seen you as a dad. I seen you at the game as a dad. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck about his Crip, and I see him as a dad. I'm a Crip, but I'm a dad.
Right.
You got to put that in the front. Put the dad side in the front so that way he can maximize him being a Crip because he's going to be able to speak to the kids that you can't talk to.
Exactly. Nah, bro, that, like I tell all the time, that was so big and so honorable when you did that because really, that helped me with my contract. Like I got the game contract with the city. So what I was able to do that nobody else could do, I was able to mirror what we do with the kids and then bring all the dudes that was from different gangs that was part of different programs and bring that to them. So when we was doing the gang intervention, I was able to use the sports part and then help, like we already on the field, and so I was able to go get them dudes who I knew had already made the transition to deal with whoever because it come to their kids. And so naturally when you get them the jobs, that help kill a lot of the gang violence in LA. But I got another one though, man. Look, your wife, the boss lady.
Yeah.
When you made a statement earlier, bringing them kids to your house.
Nigga, we move kids in. My wife is a gangster. I give her a double shout out for that because she the type of person that like when kids come over and she feel like she can help them more than, you know, their situation they in, she allowed kids to move in with us, cuz. Like move in and they went to school with us, they live with us. They naturally would go see their parents, but it was like she got that kind of heart. You know what I'm saying? I was just there getting the credit as the coach, but she did all the hard work. So I know your wife had to go through the same shit because you had 20, 30 kids spending out at your house
20,
all the
30,
time.
man, and I had kids that had all kind of issues.
Yeah, you had the
know what
ones.
I had
Before
the,
we started the Snoop Stars, you had them.
I had them, man. I had the rough ones, man. You know, and like I say, shouts out to my wife, Stacey. Shouts out to the boss because the things that they have to deal with, it only can be a certain kind of woman that can deal with what they had to deal with dealing with us.
Man, come on, man. I always said that remember when I told you when you was your anniversary, I told your wife, I said, I don't know how you with him, but you doing all right. I don't know how you stick in with him. And I feel the same way about my wife. Like, I don't know how y'all do it, but y'all some amazing women.
Amazing. We came to y'all anniversary, right? How the fuck did you have Corey Holcomb up there?
Oh, doing jokes?
Doing jokes.
You seen it?
That motherfucker, man. I
He
be
had me
sitting-
dying like a motherfucker. I love that nigga.
Nigga had me ready to run too at the same
Because he
goddamn
be saying
time.
some shit we don't need to hear.
What? Nigga, that's really taking it. If y'all ain't never seen Corey Holcomb set, you got to go see Corey Holcomb set. And you might want to go see it by yourself.
If you take your girl, you gonna have a fight on the way home. You can believe that.
Oh, it's gonna be some shit, man. I was sitting there, man, I was saying, why did little bro have this man up here?
I wanted some controversy. I wanted some shit that I knew was gonna be controversial because I was holding my wife tight like, she ain't talking about me.
And I'm holding my wife like this, too, and
And
she
then she
like,
kept looking back. Mine did the same thing. She was looking like, niggas, this nigga talking about you. I said, no, I paid him. I paid him to tell these jokes, baby.
that shit was awkward. Hey, man, I sit there, man, I look at them, I look at that playback, because I had filmed some of it, and I'm like, the fuck is this nigga talking about?
Yeah,
But,
yeah, he went there.
oh, he went there, man.
But it was a great night though, right?
Oh, man, that shit was amazing, man.
The way niggas was dressed up and with
Yes.
their wives and
And then we lost bro right after that.
I know.
That was kind of like his,
His going away party.
yeah. That was crazy, because I think about that all the time, man. Then we losing Fat Donnie, that heavy the other day. That was heavy on my heart, losing
Man,
him.
Donnie was a part of my life earlier. The way I met him and Big D was crazy. I met them at Corrupt House when your little homies was coming to smash on Corrupt, and I just so happened to be there. And when they came in, they walked in a nigga birthday party like, nigga, what's happening, nigga? This 6-0, nigga. And Corrupt was like kind of rattled, so I'm like, hold on. I stepped up, like, what's happening? They're like, this ain't your business, this 60 business. I said, this dog pound business, cuz. So we get to one nigga like, nigga, I don't like you, nigga, cause nigga, the Insanes did this to me. I said, nigga, I ain't from Insane, I'm from 20s. And then
Right.
Big D and Donnie stepped in and was like, hold on, cuz, let me holler at you. Pulled me to the side. I talked to them two niggas. We got an understanding. Corrupt party went cool, got their number. All they was saying was, cuz, why we can't be a part of the shit like your homies is a part of the shit?
Right.
And Corrupt didn't know how to communicate that, so once I communicated that, I let the 60s start becoming a part of Death Row via Donnie and Big D. That's how they was inserted in Death Row.
I left.
See, I dealt with the hood, my hood. So I kind of like knew the certain things that Cud didn't know. So when that shit happened, I'm like, you gotta address this shit now. And
Right.
you gotta address it right now, because these niggas in your house.
Yeah.
So it's gotta be somebody in here that's OG'd in these niggas that's gonna be able to set the tone and say, what do y'all really want? Do y'all want money? Y'all trying to squeeze Cud? Nah, we don't want Cud money. We ain't trying to squeeze him. We just want to be a part of the shit that Cud represent. He's screaming the hood and this and that. Why we can't come?
And the thing too, like, I think, cause we went through that, cause what people realize is it was anytime somebody takes your brand to a higher level, everybody want to be a part of it, you know. And then I think it was cause Corrupt was focused more on music. So there's been somebody else that followed, just like you, like you for yourself. When you start moving, you got to take everybody from Long Beach. It ain't just 20s, 21st. It ain't just that. It's about.
It's everything.
It's everything. Like, you represent Long Beach. You represent the beach. Corrupt was representing Crenshaw and everything.
But his
from
music,
Crenshaw.
and when we was rapping, we was specific.
Yeah.
Nigga, this Long Beach 20 Crip. Nigga, this West Side rolling 60 Crip.
Yeah.
Wasn't no, this what it is.
Right.
You can catch me on Crenshaw and Sloss, and niggas is saying certain shit that's
Yeah.
like, nigga, that.
Because you couldn't say the hood back then.
Right, so in my mind, we was always thinking, when we saying this, y'all should be appreciative. Because nigga, like you said, we taking the brand places y'all can't take it. We finna get y'all on doors y'all can't get into, but we understood the politics that's what went with the territory. You just gotta get an understanding. Once you get an understanding that, nigga, you ain't taking nothing from me. Nigga, this is mine.
Right.
And I'm gonna represent the hood, but at the same time, if I can do something for you, I will, and if I can't, nigga, I can't.
Right. No, and that's what it came to. Because, I mean, I think every artist got to do, because I deal with it all the time. I talk to young artists, they ask me all the time, man, how do I deal with this? Like, I ain't no busting. I ain't finna give a nigga nothing.
Right.
But I'm like, you gotta understand that ain't really what they asking for. You know, they gotta be able to go through the door and do it. I remember when I first came home and I was telling you I was doing the compilation album, you said, you ain't got nothing to dog spit on it. I said, all right, I got you. He was
But
like,
that's how I go,
let
though,
me
right?
come stamp it, yeah. And then I'm like, cause what people don't realize is, it was 1989, you, Corrupt, and Daz went on Soul Train with the unique CD shirts I made. I made you
And
the
we
20,
had them in the
Daz
in the
21,
G'd Up video.
in the G'd Up video.
That video brought my neighborhood together. That was Insanes and 20s together. That was
Yep.
the East Siders. And that was my mission, to try to bring my neighborhood at peace, because I grew up where we was all Long Beach. It wasn't no separation. So
Right.
when we did that video and did that song, it just so happened that Battle Cat produced it, and it was a particular part where I said I love putting hustlers on the map. So Corrupt was the unique with the shirts. He was like, cuz,
Yeah.
this Big U brand, cuz, he gonna make us some shirts. So everybody was like, fuck it. We heard about your legacy, so we supported it and was like, nigga, we gonna rock this, cause nigga, he y'all big homie. That's how
Right.
we get out. Nigga had never met you, but we was rocking your shit while you
that
was in the
big
pen.
though, cause that kept a nigga alive. And so I like,
And Corrupt pushed that line.
yeah, he don't get the credit.
But that's what I'm saying, like all the shit niggas put him through, I'm like, Cub was pushing the line, he didn't have the right niggas around him. When you left, it's like your protection left, or your
Right.
conversation, or your information.
Yeah.
It's like, and for somebody like that really ain't born and raised in that shit, they was picking at him. So
Yeah.
we had to protect him like, nigga, and Suge stepped up for him too. Don't get that fucked up.
Right.
Suge stepped up for him,
No,
like,
Suge
nigga, ain't
loved
nothing
him.
happening, nigga, like, was he with us?
When I came home in 2004, that's how I met Suge. I met Suge through
He
him.
wasn't playing no games about his death row artists.
No. Explain to me the difference between, because I think people don't really understand, like, Long Beach, all of y'all really relatives down there.
We all cousins, we all family. It's two major gangs on the east side, the Insanes in the 20s, then you got the 19th Streets. And then you got smaller versions of those gangs because they young homies and created their own divisions of those gangs. And you got the west side, then you got the north side. Like OT Genesis, Vince Staples, they from the north side. And the west side ain't really got no rappers on, but they like niggas that I played football with. They my homies that I grew up with, and I coached some of their kids, so it's like we all one family, but it's certain things that go down, like politically, whether it's an old beef that they don't know nothing about, or if it's some penitentiary shit going on.
Right.
But now we working forward, you know, to doing some great shit. Papa doing some great shit in the community, trying to put the piece on the big side. I'm working with the young homies, so we're gonna just put it all together and make Long Beach what it's supposed to be, because
Right.
we lead by example. Like, I feel like what we did with the East Siders was the first step. Now me and Papa gonna take the lead and do what we supposed to do, because we looked at it as the big homies from the hood, so now it's
Right.
our job to at least try to instill some information, some knowledge, some peace, and bring some business through this NFT shit and this metaverse. I plan to help my hood out by saying, if y'all stop killing each other, I'll show y'all a way to get some money on this metaverse shit. So that way, because every time somebody say, well, dog, when we stop killing cuz and you leave, ain't no money.
Right.
And I understand that. And I don't want you to sell dope and do the other shit, so let me try to provide a way that's money right now. That NFT metaverse shit is a motherfucker.
But niggas gotta be patient though, cause I mean, like, I try to help the homies, and for years, I come on 2004, and I cut all the cameras out the hood. Like, you can't film in the hood, you can't film in the hood. And I had showed Nip, Bear Claw, Robin Hood, and all them how we need to be moving.
Right.
You know what I mean? And a lot of them caught it, and now you see we have major entrepreneurs, and I feel like, because when I came home, we had to teach us how to be businessmen.
Right.
Irrespective of what Big D and Donnie was doing, but when I came home with a collective for the hood, a blueprint for the hood, how the hood got
Well, you had more people following your lead, right? So if you had niggas following you when you was on some ignorant shit,
right?
What you think they gonna do when you put some real shit together?
Yeah. Well, you know what's crazy? I'm glad you said that, because I don't know, because I can get more motherfuckers to go to a award than I can get to go to church.
Right, but that's what you thought.
It's crazy.
That's the old you.
Yeah, but now
the new you. Yeah, niggas may move for you, but they ain't the kids move for you.
Oh, the kids gonna go.
Okay then, so that's your army.
Yeah, that's
you gotta know what you leading, nigga. When you was leading the hood, you leading kids now. You leading kids into the future, so that ain't necessary no more. More conversation and demonstration. Niggas know what you do, so they respect your conversation.
But it's crazy because you have really created a family business off your name. Your wife is managing you. Your son is running the NFT, and he doing a hell of a job. She doing a great job. Y'all got a compound where anything can be done there. That shit is phenomenal, bro.
Thank you,
like,
God.
just to celebrate you, you know what I mean? Like when I had the award show.
Yes, sir.
And we celebrated Nip. You know what I mean?
Beautiful.
Now we see the importance of it, because we lost Nip right after that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You know what's crazy, cuz, is the little homie Nip used to come by and see me. And it's the only thing he used to always say to me that always used to come up every time we talk. He like, Snoop Dogg, cuz, I don't know why you ain't got no motherfucking amusement park, cuz. You bigger than Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck, and all them niggas, cuz. You need a doggy land, cuz.
Man, that was me and him together. You forgot?
Yeah, but I'm saying he kept saying it. Every time I kept seeing him,
Yeah.
no matter when I see him, no matter where I
Let me
see
tell you
him.
when that was. That was 6 months before he died. We came to your studio. We brought you the marathon. He
Yeah,
brought
the
you
bud.
He killed his deal with the other dudes that was
Right.
doing the marathon. We had just been in the studio all night for the album, and we was in the studio all night. He like called dog. That was the last time I was together. Me, you, and him together. We came in the mothership.
That nigga said, you need a fucking amusement park. And I'm like,
yes.
But you know what's crazy? Everybody that comes to the compound, you know what they say? They say, nigga, you the first nigga with an amusement park. So I guess he was saying that. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, this is your shit, because now we maximizing the compound. Back then, it was just a studio and the homies would come hang out, and that motherfucker's a full operational business now.
It is, bro.
A full machine, cuz. And I love the way people respect it. They respect my business hand. Like, I worked so hard to get here, big homie. Like, to be respected, but I never wanted nobody to be like, pat me on the back. But you gotta understand, coming from the West, we always 3 steps behind. We 3 steps behind in everything. And even when it comes to being moguls, the only mogul we got right now is Dr. Dre, if you really wanna be real. So I gotta take it to the next level to where I can show 2 million more people like me that they can be me, just like you leading by example.
Right.
So I did my part. I converted you into something positive to do what you're supposed to do. So now it's like I'm at the 50 stage in my life now. So what do we do now that we considered on the 5th floor? You go back and you help the seeds. You help the ones that's gonna be the future. And that's what we doing. We've been doing that.
Right.
But then at the same time, we still gotta try to put something together to help the older ones understand that we gotta stop killing each other.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at with it.
Now, you're doing a great job too, man. It's about example. I'm gonna switch lanes because it tells into how you became here. What school did you go to? And let me ask you this. Because you're going to say football, and I know it. That's why I'm asking the question. How come you didn't play basketball?
I went to Long Beach Poly High School and home of scholars and champs. Niggas, this is some of the
That was
greatest
a
niggas
shot.
ever come up out of there.
Crenshaw?
Yeah, we hit y'all in that. We hit John.
I hit us a
yeah,
couple
you
times.
remember
Yeah,
that.
Crenshaw.
But I'm saying, that school right there was like, when you finally come into high school, you got the best niggas from Long Beach. Like in junior high school, you may be the best 2 or 3 niggas in your school, but when you come to Poly, it's the best niggas from Long Beach in general. And it's like, okay, I was always one of the best in football for my age bracket. But when you get to high school, ain't no weight limit. Ain't no certain shit that started happening. Niggas is working out. Niggas is running and jogging to the beach. I ain't with none of that shit. I don't do none of that, so I get cut because I don't do none of the shit that niggas do.
Right.
So my sports career was limited to PE, and that's when I fell in love with rap, because I was already rapping in junior high school. But when I got to high school, I was a sophomore, and there was a nigga that was a senior, and they was saying he was the hardest rapper in the school. So my mission was to go get him day one. As soon as I got to Poly the first day, I battled this nigga and wiped him out, and I was the king of the school the first day.
So you go to school first day and lay it down.
10th grade. I had on some motherfucking Adidas with no shoestring, some gray corduroys with like a damn near Garanimo button down that my mama bought some cheap ass shit. I ain't even give a fuck. Now I went looking for that nigga. I'm like, where that nigga at? I was a little nigga with a little mouse voice too. Where that nigga at? Nigga, oh, woo! He didn't know what to say, because like back then, niggas wrote raps. So you would have to take a day to go write your shit, then to get at a nigga. I was on his head like, nigga, as soon as I seen him. All the 12th grade bitches was on me. I was like, yeah, I like this shit. Fuck football, fuck basketball. This rap shit is way more fun.
So how you see your way out, though? I mean, because who was on in 86? 86 would have been...
Nobody from Long Beach.
And nobody from
Well,
LA?
yeah, it was a nigga named Captain Rap. He had a song called Bad Times. And that shit was hard. I can't stand it.
Oh,
You
Ice-T.
can't stand it. That's bad. That's Captain Rap. He rapped he sounded like Ice-T a little bit on that one song.
No, I'm thinking about who was on in 86.
Ice-T was on. Motherfucking
Egyptian Lover,
Yep.
all them.
Yeah.
Yeah, all them was back there popping back
And
then.
WA was about to get on.
And then so your influences back then would have been who?
East Coast niggas. Slick Rick,
LL Cool J?
LL, Rakim, Eric B, MC Shan. Oh, I like Toddy T and Mixmaster Spade.
Right.
Them niggas had mixtapes. They was
No,
pushing that
for
dope.
real. 82.
Yeah, the Batter Ram and all that, nigga, they shit was hard. Nigga,
My
remember when
bad.
Spade got cracked
My
with the
bad.
Sherman, he hit the
Yeah.
song? What you gonna do when you get out of jail?
Yep.
Jacking all cars with bumper kids. Nigga, that's West Coast shit. If you ain't
Yeah.
from the West, you don't know nothing
My
about it.
bad.
Come on,
for
cuz, that was the
real.
shit, right?
Yes, sir, that was it. That's what we was rolling with.
That was local music that was representative of who we was at the time.
Yep, that was it.
So that's what I was influenced by, niggas that was rapping about dope, but I wasn't selling dope then. So I couldn't rap about selling dope. So I was fake rapping. I got a big ass car with a house in the back and 3, 4 bitches in the something in the back. You know, lying and shit. You know, niggas was lying when they was rapping
They
back
still
then.
lying today.
No, but niggas was lying for real.
Niggas, they stopped lying for real. And they stopped.
But I was lying like a motherfucker till I started selling dope. Now, when I started selling dope in 87, 88, then my raps changed. Cause niggas started shooting at a nigga, niggas started getting robbed and all kind of real shit started happening. So that shit started going into my penmanship, writing that real shit. The first song I wrote that was The Hood Love. It was a song called County Blues. And it was just talking about me going to 9500, getting classified, then get sent to 4800, then squabbing with some niggas, and then get out and go back. But it was like a cold gangsta ass tale about the county blues. And the homie's like, yeah, cuz you should rap like that. Fuck that fake shit, rap that real shit. And from there on out, I was all G shit. Yeah.
So the city had started getting real hot about 91. 91 is when it started kicking in. So then, how do you meet Dre? Because I remember I was talking to Corrupt, right? And Corrupt was telling me how y'all met.
I'm gonna tell you how I met Corrupt too. I met Dre like this. He used to come over, Warren G's dad was married to Dre's mom for damn near Warren G's whole childhood. So Warren G lived in North Long Beach, right down the street from the dope spot on Orange. So we would go to Warren G's house because he had two 1200s and a cassette. So we was like trying to be rappers or whatnot. Dre used to come over for family functions, Thanksgiving and shit like that. He came over one Thanksgiving and Warren G had me nervous because he was like, Snoopy can rap. I'm like, man, shut the fuck up. I don't want to rap for this nigga. I ain't ready yet.
Right.
And nigga Dre take us in the back room. He like, let me play y'all this shit. And that nigga play that. He was once a thug from around the way before it came out. And then he was like, you rap? I'm like, nah. After he played that shit, I was like, nah, I don't rap. So that was my moment I kind of froze up on cuz, like, nigga, I wasn't ready.
I ain't never heard that.
Yeah, he don't even remember that shit. Because it was like a month. He's like, you rap? I'm like, no, I don't. Then they went back in the living room and then Warren G was like, cuz, why you didn't rap for him? I'm like, nigga, I ain't ready. So how I meet him, a couple of years later, we making cassettes, like I said, putting all that gangster shit down. Warren G go to the NWA bachelor party. So the bachelor party, they in there rocking, the music cut off. So Warren G slipped my cassette in, boop, with 213. Now the party back rocking. Niggas like, who was that? And Warren G like, that's my homeboy, that's my group, 213. And Dre like, let me hear it again. He listened to it, and he like, I wanna call that nigga Monday morning. But the cold twist was, I was already in the studio with Above the Law. And they said Monday morning, I've been in the studio with them for like 4 months, but I hadn't recorded no songs. They're like, Monday morning, we're gonna do your first song. Monday morning, I get a call from Dr. Dre saying, come up to Solar Records. So what do? Do I go get on the mic for this 4-month waiting period, or do I go?
Nigga, you go to Dre.
I seen what Dre had to say, and we went up there and we sat in the office for a minute, then DOC came in, and he was like, oh, so you rap, you the one that's on the tape? I'm like, yeah. He like, I like that. He like, Dre gonna give you some music and see what else you can do. Then Dre came in, and he shook the nigga hand, was like, come on, let's go in the studio. And he was like, I like that one that you had, the one that's called Gangster Life. He said, spit it for me. I'm like, 10/20/71, the day I come out. 2 days later, I'm running my mouth. Mom's put a bottle to my grill. I look her in the face and I say chill, so she puts her back upon the pillow. 2 minutes later, I'm bailing out the hospital, on my way to the liquor store. First thing I grab is some skins and a 4-0. Drop the OE cause this shit's too cold. Get myself some gin instead and then I stroll. But before I get out the door, the man behind the counter says, hey, yo. So he hear that, he like, I got the perfect beat. So he changed the beat that we had and he put on like some James Brown shit. Dum, 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 dum. So then I went in the booth and rapped it, Nate Dogg sung, and the song never came out.
And Nate Dogg was there too?
Yep. And you know what's crazy is now that I got Death Row and the Masters and everything,
Yeah, go find it.
See if I can look that up. And I'll put that out as some unreleased shit.
Hey, that's crazy, man. My man got Death Row. Night one.
Come on, Big U.
Bro, that's
you knew I
beautiful.
was a strategist, but you didn't know how I thought, right?
No, I knew how you thought. Remember, I was talking to Alan about that for you.
Right, you was. But he was acting like a bitch.
Yeah,
Fuck Alan Grunblatt,
he
you
was.
hoe ass nigga. Straight up.
And you heard it here first.
Now, but I got it now, nigga. So guess what I did the other day? Just to show these niggas what's happening. Snatching Death Row music off all traditional platforms.
I read that. I didn't
yeah.
know if that was true
Yeah,
or not.
because niggas was saying when I first got it, oh yeah, he got Death Row, but he ain't got the masters. Yeah, well I heard, yeah, Cuz got the masters. Well, he ain't got the publishing. Cuz got the publishing too. So Cuz finna do what the fuck he wanna do.
So you get to go take everything off.
It's
Even
gone.
all old. Okay, that's
Anything
beautiful.
Death Row, other than Tupac, I need that. Get that off of there. And what I'm about to do, I'm announcing it right now on your show first, because you know I like giving you exclusive shit.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I'm building a Death Row app where everything Death Row gonna live on this app. Music, catalog, videos, future projects. We'll be like Netflix, Amazon, so to speak, but for real shit.
The Death Row.
Exactly. So this is where you'll be able to get it. So now that you've seen it being snatched off these different platforms, don't be alarmed and don't be confused. It will come back, but it will be on an app where it will be living in its own world. And it'll be a small little subscription fee, but it'll be certain things that come with it, like access to the metaverse and teaching people how to get in there and giving them experiences as well on how to make some money off of the project as opposed to just spending money on it. So it's a whole little process that we're about to do. I'm shaking up the game. I wanted to give a little bit out on your show so the world can know that when you hear about the death row music being snatched off of these platforms, it's not by accident. It's on purpose. It's because I'm taking control of death row records. I don't want to just give these platforms 30% and all these percentages and they not doing nothing to make my shit do what it's supposed to do. So I'm gonna take it, reshape it, and do what it's supposed to be done. Yeah, big boy
Boss
sizes.
clothing,
Got you,
man.
cuz.
Got some shit I can fit.
Yeah.
You dig?
Yeah, big boy size, nigga. Yes, sir.
Dog.
Come on,
Now, how you meet Corrupt, man? Because that's
Corrupt.
when you brought the West with you.
Okay, now check this out. So it's a group called Perfection, which is Domino, Beefy Low, the homie Roosevelt, the group Folsom, and the Twins. They all one group called Perfection. So they got like a showcase that they go to in Hollywood one night at the Roxy. So I'm the homie. I'm not in that group, but I'm in 213, which is me, Warren G, and Nate Dogg. So we support anything Long Beach that's rapping right now. Nobody got a deal. So they got a showcase in Hollywood. So we all ride to the showcase in the homeboy Waniac Seville. It's about everybody I said in that same car, all of us in one car, Seville, nigga, like 10 niggas. I don't know how we did it, like some clown shit.
No, that's how we used to roll.
Exactly. So
That's
we.
how we used to roll. It'd be shit. It used to be 15 motherfuckers in the car. You had to get in, lay down.
Yeah,
One dude lay down, he lay across shit.
I don't know how we did it, but I'm gonna have to put it in my life story, nigga. We roll to Hollywood, get to the Roxy. We hear about how the Roxy is because we see it in certain movies and shit. So the homies get to perform. They in the showcase, I'm in the crowd just watching. They perform, some other niggas perform, then the homies lose. So some other niggas win the showcase. So when we come outside, it's a female, and she banging on the homies. You Long Beach niggas is weak, cuz. My motherfucking homeboy serve all you niggas on 6-0. I'm like, who is this bitch? She talking shit like, yeah, he'll serve all of you niggas right now on the set.
Homegirl
Look,
died.
yeah, Diamond. So the nigga Corrupt walk up, little skinny nigga walk up and just start taking off on niggas. That's when rapping was like, niggas didn't shoot. Niggas took off rap-wise on niggas.
Right.
If you was a rapper, this was considered taking off on a nigga. That nigga took off on every nigga in Perfection and cut all their heads off by himself. So I'm sitting back watching. I got a black coat on, black and gray coat on. I'm just watching the cut. He saying his rhymes. I cut him off. I just jump in. Pop, 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 pop. The nigga look at me and come back. Pop, 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 pop. And I drop another one on him. Bam, we going back and forth. Nigga, Beefy Low doing the beat.
Right, Beefy.
The homie Beefy Low from 20, he doing
Yeah.
the beat. He right there doing the beat. We going back and forth. This shit, we like 15 minutes into it. And like nobody can knock nobody out. He just knocked all the homies out, but now me and Cuz was like, pop,
Going
pop.
back and forth, that's what I heard.
And they know I'm the one in Long Beach. So if I'm having problems with Cuz and Diamond looking like this nigga right here, so we end up rapping about some cool shit to where it break down to where I start rapping about his shoes and his clothes, but on some cool shit, he do the same with me because we freestyling. Then we end up shaking hands and we on the ground low like a nigga taking a picture, shaking hands, and we end that shit on some shaking hands. I'm like, yeah, cuz if I ever get on, nigga, I'm gonna come back and get you. Left, got his number. Forward like about 6 months later, I'm on with Dre. I see him at the Mental Monday in Hollywood Palladium with BBD used to have that shit popping, New Edition. Them niggas was hot back then. So he in there with a nigga named Lamont Broomfield.
Yeah, that's the homie.
And I knew
Rest in
cuz.
peace.
I knew Broomfield. Broomfield like, I want you to meet my homeboy, Corrupt. I said, I heard that name before. And then cuz walked up. I said, I know cuz. This the nigga I battled that I couldn't beat. I said, I was looking for you, cuz. The nigga said, what's happening? I said, nigga, I'm on with Dr. Dre. Nigga, we having a pool party for Dre's birthday in 2 days, nigga. I want y'all to pull up, nigga. You can rap for Dr. Dre, nigga. I'm gonna get you a deal, nigga. 2 days, nigga, went to Dre house in Calabasas. Nigga, Suge had about 60 bloods. It was like a fucking blood fest in that motherfucker. I'm like, damn, niggas was everywhere. So the party was popping. So I tell Dre, I'm like, Cuz can rap. And Suge hear me. He like, Blood can rap? I'm like, yeah. He like, all right. Party stopped. Nigga, Suge grabbed the mic. Blood said he can rap. If he tight, we gonna give him a deal. If not, we throwing him in the pool. Gave that nigga the mic. Motherfucking Krista Glove. That nigga Corrupt bust a birthday rap about Dr. Dre so motherfucking hard. Niggas like, nigga, that nigga got a deal right now. Got that nigga a deal right now.
You nigga didn't go swimming?
Hell no.
Hey, look, man. I remember when you came out, right? You came out right at the beef with Dre and Easy. What was that like? Cause you had to come out like
I took that on for him.
Yeah.
He didn't really want to press the issue. Suge wanted to, but I really wanted to. Like I was that young.
Cause it was
nigga,
Compton and Long Beach.
and we didn't give a fuck about Compton at that time.
That's what I know. That's what I'm saying.
So in actuality, me and Dre hooking up was the piece between Compton and Long Beach.
But you
we
still get to
always
shoot
had
in
it like,
Compton.
nigga, what's happening? You know what I'm saying?
I know, because people don't understand it's the line at that time.
I tell niggas all the time, before I said Compton and Long Beach together, we would have never been together.
Never.
Them was our natural enemies.
I remember that.
Behind the wall, on the streets, on the
Yeah.
football field, everywhere.
Yeah.
That's just what it was. But you know, enemies become
Well, you know
friends
each other.
when
You
when
grew up
when
together.
when you clash. That creates camaraderie, cause you respect that a nigga will go there with you.
Right.
That he will do that. Cause like my best friends is from Compton now because of the shit that we went through, coming up, going against each other, whether it was banging against them or playing football against them. Then when me and Dre made that Compton and Long Beach song, it made us solidified as far as we all right, cause we always naturally fuck with each other, we just didn't fuck with each other. Then Easy was over there, so it was like, you know what? Cube said Cub fucked y'all out some money. Let me go and bust at him one time.
Right.
Just to shake up shit, like fuck it. Cause when the Chronic come on, I go right at him.
Yeah, you do. I'm in that
Off the
motherfucker. We
rip.
locked up. We like, this young nigga is a beast. And this before Corrupt get on.
Yeah.
Cause see, now I've been gone now. I had called a case on the sheriffs.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm doing a lot of hold time. This is when I first started, 91. When I get my case in
So you
92,
go in right when we get cracking.
Yeah, I left in December 1991. December 27, 1991. I left. Right when Lamont came to me with Corrupt, I catch Corrupt going to go. The homies is about to go do a lick, and they calling. And you know, at the time, I'm the only one, so I'm blessing them. And when I look in the car, I see the little nigga Corrupt in the car, and I'm like, man, ain't you
The rap?
the rapper? He like, yeah. I'm like, man, come here, man. Get out the car. And I'm blessing them, and the little homies is like, you know, they
Making
about
sure-
to go
yeah, he
do
ain't
what
gotta
they
be
gonna
no
go do.
part of it, yeah.
And I'm like, man, you the rapper, right? And I'm like, I called Lamont. I said, man, take your ass back away. I said, Corrupt home.
As you should. That's
And the
what big
homies go do what they do.
Right. That's what people always say, like, how do gang culture deal with superstars, whether they athletes or entertainers? I say, we protect them.
Yeah.
When they from the hood, we protect them. We don't put them in the light. We take them out of the light and we try to shield them away from it. When we
Yeah.
see somebody from the hood got it, we always be like, cuz, go ahead. We gonna make sure you ain't gotta do this shit, cuz, go on over there.
That shit was amazing for him because, like I said, he got on, y'all got on, Dog Pound started. He had no reason to reach back out to me, bro, and none whatsoever. He just remembered that one time I saved his life. And I went on like, shit, man, it was just sitting me so much time. I got to figure out a
Man, I didn't even know your
name.
name was Big U. The nigga used to always say draws,
Yeah.
draws. I'm like, who fucking draws you talking about, nigga? Cuz the homie draws, the homie draws, like draws. Like, goddamn, cuz, who is this nigga, man?
Yeah, that was, that name actually came from Peanut. See, people don't even know. I'm going to go and tell a story.
Yeah, come on, cuz, because you know, we've been hearing this shit for years. I'm like, why
The
nigga?
name came from Peanut, and if you ever watch the documentary, in the documentary I got some short pants on, and I got some drawers on. They long as a long
They
as
longer
a
than
mug.
your shorts.
They longer than my shorts. Cause niggas is wearing the Magic Johnson's drawers, short pants back there. The bed huggers.
That's all they had, nigga. They ain't had no long distance.
And it's so I wasn't wearing no goddamn shit like that, man. I wasn't wearing no pants up my motherfucking head.
They said, I'm gonna put my boxers on
My
down
boxers
here.
is long.
They down here, but the shorts cutting up here.
And Peanut, me and Peanut is sitting there bagging. And Peanut like, nigga, big draws. And I say, nigga, I'm so hard, I can make the name famous. He said, nigga, you can't make big draws famous. I'm like, nigga, I'm so hard, I can make the name famous. So one day, my sister, Petey White wife, Nita lived in the jungles. we coming out the jungles, me, Sleep Nutty, and one of the homies. And in the Cadillac, you know, back then, I had a coupe, a 77 coupe. We see something. So, you know, we was on the bullshit.
Yeah, yeah.
So we bust the corner. And back then you could push the Cadillac, move the seat up and go in the back and grab the thing. We go in the back, we finna get some, you know, right when we getting ready to get out the car, Johnny pull up and burp us. Burp, burp.
Uh-oh.
And we like, ooh. They automatically know we not from this side. But we trying to slide the shit in
get
there.
Get it back under there.
Pop us, and then do like, they asked us our name. I was already on the run. I just went to Arizona. I had got the alias name, the ID and all that. And dude like, if y'all ain't got no warrants, then we gonna let y'all go. I'm like, shit, but everybody got warrants. So dude is like, he asked me what's my name. I'm not finna tell a nigga my name Big U. And I'm with everybody else's F560. I'm the only one with a clean name, but I'm the driver. So how you from Arizona, you the driver with all these niggas, and you ain't from LA. But I got a clean ass name, ain't never been arrested or nothing. Dude like, what's your nickname? I tell him Big Draws. The nigga go down, dog. He laughing so hard, Big Draws? I ain't never heard of that. You talking about drawers? Like a drawer? The police dude laughing. He called other police. He telling them, like, man, actually, what's his name? Everybody laughing. I'm like, shit, I gotta use this motherfucker. Because I'm already on the run.
So this gonna work.
I'm on the run for some serious shit, too.
Yeah, this gonna work.
Man, they start laughing. Like, man, if y'all ain't got no warrants, we gonna let y'all go. Bro, right there, they let us go. Big Draws was born forever. And that's when I did
Up
the
under
13.
that name, and that's who you was. You was stuck with it.
I'm stuck with it. But I mean, it helped me. But then I hear so many goddamn names and reasons. Talking about I got the name in jail. I got that name for Peanut at 59th Street School.
Now.
We was bagging.
Now, nigga ranking on each other, talking about a nigga.
And that's how we used to do.
That's all we do still to this day. That's why I don't understand this generation that's so soft when nigga be talking about them or critiquing them, no matter what it is. Our generation, we had to take that shit.
You had to.
You come outside, nigga bagging on you as soon as you hit the door.
Yeah, but that's a part of rapping too, though.
It is.
It's about being able to find
Find his weakness and find them funny points to talk about him to make him look bad.
And that's really like, just to keep it 100, it really how it move our generation along too, because Nick can't, you got to laugh because you don't want to cry.
You do.
You know what I mean?
That's what keep our generation moving forward, that we can laugh. And even with the shit that I do, like, I feel like I'm one of the guys like Ice Cube that show motherfuckers that gangsters can smile, that we could do shit that's fun. We can interact with the kids. You know, we had the stigma of our music was so tough and so hardcore, but to be able to break that and make motherfuckers smile and interact, like, we real people outside of the music we make.
I got these cards. They give me some names, actually. But you said one right now, Q.
That's my OG. That's my OG. That's the nigga that I used to go to when I first started, like, doing movies and shit, right? I didn't need him for the rapping, because I'm like, this nigga, he showed me everything I needed to know before I got in the game. I need to know what's happening on this movie shit. So I went to his house one day, and I'm like, shoot, these motherfuckers is, I'm in all these movies cuz I'm doing good. He like, hey, homie, sometimes you gotta pass. Everything ain't good. All money ain't good money. Some of the movies you in is B level. Nigga, if you A level, you gotta be in A level shit.
Right.
And that shit stuck with me, because I used to just jump in any fucking retarded ass movie, anything, just playing Snoop Dogg. After I had that meeting with cuz, I started getting better roles, but when people see me on screen, they like, I like you in that movie, cuz. You was believable, cuz, when you was in the wheelchair, cuz, when you was that nigga Rodney, cuz. The nigga Pity Whack, nigga. When we shot Baby Boy, nigga, cuz was on the set with, he did some G shit, I ain't gonna talk about that. But the nigga told me, he said, yeah, cuz.
You finna come home, too.
Nigga said, yeah, cuz. You know you playing me on screen, cuz. I said, for real? He said, yeah, nigga, I'm Rodney. I said, that's your real name? He said, yeah, cuz, that's my real name, cuz. You playing me on screen, cuz. You doing good, cuz. He was there when we was shooting it.
He told me, kid. I just talked
No,
to
on
him.
some real shit. That was my nigga, cuz. And we shot that motherfucker. I didn't know we was in the Blood Hood.
Yeah.
They say that's the jungle, huh?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I jump out all blue. Remember I got on blue in the Training Day movie?
Yeah.
I jump out all blue, walk through the jungles. Who got the dope? Nigga, 100 Bloods come out of nowhere. I'm like, damn, I done fucked up. What's up, Snoop Dogg? Who got it? Dop, 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 dop. We your security for the day. Good looking out.
Niggas.
Nigga, I had on all, I didn't know where I was.
Yeah, you was right there.
Ain't no, I'm
I
from
was
Long
gone,
Beach,
though.
cuz I don't know nothing. I'm pulling up, you know, what you wearing in the scene. I got this blue Sean John suit on, blue chucks. Yeah, cuz. Nigga, do you know where you at? I'm like, yeah, in LA. No, nigga. You in the jungle. That corner liquor store and that Pop Louisiana chicken and all that shit, that's their hood, right?
Yeah, that's their hood. That's
But
their shit.
look how they looked out for me.
Yeah.
The love that you put out there is the love you get.
Yeah, what you put out is what you get, majority of the time. Hey, look, I remember you brought it up because you made me think. When I interviewed Fat Joe, and Fat Joe was telling me about the East Coast,
Trey
West
E?
Coast beef.
He had issues with Trey E for a minute.
I didn't know that.
You should get Trey E on the show.
I done called Trey 100 times, man. I done called him and
I
texted.
get him on for you. After the dog get on, they all gonna line up.
Trey got me to get on Vlad TV.
Oh, on that interview show?
Yeah, that's how I did Vlad with Bro. Me and Bro was locked up in the county jail when I came home and caught that case. Right before Suge came on. I caught a case, then Suge came on. Then that's when I met Suge. You talked to him, matter of fact, you talked to him since you got Death Row?
Nah.
No?
I talked to him before I got it.
Oh, for real?
You know that? Me and LT Hutton, we was on the phone like 2 hours with him.
Yeah?
It was a nice heart to heart. It was right after he lost his mama and got situated. You know, his mama meant a lot to me, so.
Yeah, but I mean, recipe, because you lost your mother too, man.
You know how it is. When that happened, it's like that's a whole nother level of respect. And it's like
Right.
the shit me and him talked about, he know that he was childish in some of the shit he was doing, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? And that's why I did the song Let Bygones Be Bygones. Because I was like, I'm gonna be the big man because I got the mic.
Right.
You know, should I kick him while he down or should I give him his praises for what he did for me and what he meant to the label and the great shit that he did? You know about the other shit he did, but let's bring his greatness to the forefront to help him
No,
understand.
that was big though, bro. That shows the growth, you know what I mean, of where you are as a man and your step in leadership too though. You know, because our young people need to understand that you can do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But how the fuck did you get Death Row though?
Well, you know, you one of the niggas that do know that I was trying to get it from E1. I was just trying to get my master's. All I was concerned with was my master's. But then they talked to me like a bitch. They tried to make me whole for my shit. And then it rubbed me the wrong way. So I went to Def Jam and met with Lucien and told him I want to come work for him. Because I got people over there and I got some shit I can do to just bring my executive business hand up. He gave me a 2-year play over there. I brought a great record, some artists over there, Benny the Butcher, Hip Hop Harry, some, you know, from kids to gangster shit. Then a good friend of mine was like, hey Snoop, E1 sold Death Row. And they sold it to some people that don't know what to do with it. And I mentioned your name and they said they may be interested. So I'm like, let me get a line on him. I get a line on him, talk to him, cool dude, real cool. Like a fan sort of kind of like, he like, man, I mean, I'd love to help you get your legacy back, but you know, everything ain't available. What you trying to do? I'm like, I really want my master's. You know, how much for that? Nigga said, phew. I'm like, damn, that's a whole lot for my shit.
Right.
And my shit come back to me in 2028, because it's a 35-year clause. I'm like, man, do I want to pay all that for my shit and it's my shit? I'm like, well, how much for Death Row without the masters? This number. I start thinking, strategizing. If I got that, I don't really need that right now. Because I still make hot shit and I know how to make that go. That logo, that branding, the merchandising, the movies, the film, the TV. Yeah, let me get that. I get that, niggas in the media. Snoop got Death Row, but he ain't got the masters. I like how y'all talking. Y'all gonna fire me up. Call them niggas back, what's happening? What's up with the masters? No, not just mine, all of them, everything. Oh, that cost, I don't give a fuck what it costs. I need that. Get the masters, it's a piece missing. Because you know if you got the masters, there's another piece missing called publishing.
Yeah.
Who got that? We got that. Oh, you do? I need that too. I got it all now. What's happening? What's happening?
Ain't nothing to talk about, man.
What's understood don't need to be
Ain't
explained.
nothing to talk about, man. How it happened. What y'all gonna do as far as signing new acts?
Right now, we've been in the metaverse. I'm glad you asked that. I've been on OpenSea for about 14 days. We did about $2 million.
14 days.
14 days, and we ain't signing nobody. We just putting music out because it's NFTs and it's in the metaverse and it's not as controversial as I gotta do this and do that and do this and do that. We just straight putting music up, NFTs in the community. Beautiful situation. I announced that Death Row Records was gonna be the first NFT label in the metaverse, and we proving it right now. Why ain't nobody looking? We making real moves, slowly, silently, but deadly, building Death Row up as a brand not just known for what you thought it was, but known for taking it to the next level.
Yeah, well, look, man, I appreciate you coming, man, and we got another segment we got to do right now.
What's that?
And it's these things called darts, right?
Oh, you gonna get me nice and high and hand me some darts,
Yeah,
huh?
that's what we're gonna do.
I like that. You wanna give
I
me
mean,
something?
I gotta
you wanna
hike my chance of winning,
You
though.
wanna give me something to drink too to get your chances
I
up
gotta
high?
hike my chance of winning, right?
Bring some indigo gin out here. Fuck it. Let's help him all the way out.
Yeah, but before we throw these darts, man, I think you did that Super Bowl, bro. That shit was phenomenal. That shit was phenomenal.
Thank you, cuz.
That shit was all the way epic.
Man, shout out to Dr. Dre for having the vision to understand that what needed to be done. This wasn't like something that we thought of in 2 days. He was on this shit for about 6 months, like locked and loaded, like devoted, trying to figure it out. Like we was sending him ideas. He was, nah. I got it. And when he got it, he motherfucking got it. That shit was masterful. While I was doing it, I couldn't really experience what you guys experienced, but when I went home, you don't think I didn't sit in the room by my motherfucking self and watch that shit back 3 or 4 times. That shit was amazing.
Man, I posted it when I seen it when he released that first little post
With the commercial.
with the commercial. I mean, that shit was crazy.
That's Gary Gray did that. It was nice. It was beautiful. I mean, it was some great shit. It was like, just like I say, they thought this shit out strategically. It wasn't like, no, come up with it today. Like, they had been working on it. They've been shooting the ideas, and I've been a part of the whole process. So to see the commercial come to life from being on paper to seeing them present it to you and say, this is what we want to do, to actually seeing it, and then the shit on the performance, to see Dre mind going to this and then say, we rehearsing, I'm gonna build the stage while we rehearsing, and he finally built all that shit where we could see it. Then when we got to the Super Bowl and was able to perform there, like the rehearsal, the shit was like, this is the greatest shit I ever done in my life. I don't think I'm gonna ever be able to outdo that.
That Super Bowl is so big, bro. The planning of it, how y'all put that together. And Dre, man, I mean, y'all killed it. But I was saying to myself, because I was talking to my business partner, I was like, do you see what they did? He did that, then he bought Death Row. So that made the value of Death Row go out the roof. Out the roof. I'm sitting there saying, the kid is phenomenal. Bro, you bring back all the old sound. Now, I mean, because, you know, I've been around it. Because when I came home, I was first dealing with Alan Grunblatt, and then I knew about, you know, the deal with Suge and how the catalog was being used to pay the taxes on Death Row. So I'm like, and I see the value of it still kind of not increasing because no new music. It's decreasing. And it's kind of only living off Pac and your music and Dre music.
Right.
There's no new music coming to it. And I'm like, damn, bro just added the whole value to the catalog again.
We got 170 songs right now on Death Row right now in the metaverse. And we generated $2 million off those 170 songs. We got Death Row EDM, Death Row Alternative, Death Row Country, Death Row Kids, Death Row Mixtape.
And you just snatched everything else off.
And next up is Death Row Latin, Cinco de Mayo. I'm dropping the project.
Whoa.
I'm
Y'all
not
heard
fucking
it?
around. I'm not fucking around, Big U. I'm not
Hey,
playing.
we check it in, baby.
Man, the check-in is real. When your feet hit the street, you better check in.
Hey, look, hold on. That song.
Yeah.
That song.
That's you. I gave you that, cuz. Come on, that's Mount Westmore, cuz. When I heard about your show, we was already in the process of making that song. I'm like, that song don't fit on our album. That song need to be your song for your theme show. So that way you got a song for some real West Coast G's representing the check-in, speaking to it. And it's the facts. It's the facts. Like everywhere I go, this is what I want to explain to you. Everywhere I go, I check in too. There's certain places I go where it ain't being checked. It's just letting people know we in the city and my family, we here in case y'all want pictures or if y'all got restaurants or things we can get connected with. Ain't about being scared or none of that shit. The check-in is making sure your family is looking out for you and you looking out for your family while you in town. Certain things that happen like that. So the check-in is real. I love it. I love the fact that I've been doing it since I've been in the game.
Bro, outside of Crippin' and Bloodin', what you did for the West Coast was phenomenal. And I liken that to Ice Cube because Ice Cube took it to another level. And Dre always been a leader from World Class, Wrecking Crew, all the way back in the day. You know, we just always expect greatness from Dre. And then, cause I'm Dre age.
Right.
So I know Dre from when we was the only sound on the West Coast was coming from them.
So
you know what I mean? We in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, listen to his shit. So his greatness has always been there for us, bro. But y'all have always represented us in, I mean, shit, being in the pen, going out, all these different states, when we got our own music, it ain't nothing like that. You know, our own culture, man, and y'all did that shit. Y'all did it and like I said, you could never honor Cube enough.
Right.
You know what I mean? Right. And then Pac, coming from the East, coming to the West, finding, landing his groups, cutting his oaks in the West.
And just so y'all know, Snoop Dogg is the reason why Tupac was on Death Row Records.
Talk about it.
Well, I told Suge, I'm like, after we did the Source Awards, because we did the Source Awards and we had a Tupac cut up, if you look at that award show that night when Suge said what he said and I said what I said, when we performed that night, we had a billboard cutout of Tupac in one of those cells. We all came out of cells. So in our minds, we was like, Tupac need to be with us. So I told Suge, I'm like, I'm hearing stories about Cuz in jail. So you need to go get him and bring him with us. Cause he need to be with us. He like our kind of nigga, he my friend. Suge didn't know Cuz, he was my friend.
Right.
So Suge went and cut the deal and got him out, and who did he come to when he got out? He came to me and Daz. That's why Daz laced him up with all of them hits in the beginning. He came straight to my house in Claremont. Used to go to court with me every day, jump in the back of the Rolls Royce with me. Everything that I had a penthouse on Wilshire. All this shit that I had was the vision that Pac need a house. Pac need to be my neighbor on Wilshire. Pac need a Rolls. But Pac showed me how to get my writing faster, how to be a leader. He taught me structure, because back then we just was, everybody was everybody. He was like, one night that nigga pulled me to the side, he was like, hey homie, check it out. Everything we do on Death Row is military. This nigga was probably like 2 days in, and he checking me on what we finna be doing. I'm listening to the nigga too, like, he like, hey homie, the shit we finna do is military, nigga. I talk to you, you talk to me. I talk to my boys, you talk to your boys. Your boys don't get to talk to me, and my boys don't get to talk to you. And I'm like,
he was really like that?
Nigga, for real, right? So I'm like, okay, this shit cool. But I forgot to tell my niggas. So as I done won the case, right? So we heavy into it now. We done making all kind of hits and shit. So I done beat the murder case. Now we in Belize. We fly to Belize. So we on the beach. MC Hammer, OFTB, just everybody Death Row. And then Corrupt and Tupac, they like Pac right here and Tupac right here. So Corrupt say something to Tupac, and Tupac like, nigga, and I look at him, he like, nigga, something. He like, nigga, you ain't even supposed to be talking to me, nigga. And Corrupt like, nigga, what? And they back and forth, and then nigga Tupac tell Corrupt, oh, nigga, you ain't even on my level, nigga, I had an outlaws deal with you. That nigga Nate Dogg stepped up and said, what the fuck I'm gonna be doing when that's happening?
Ooh.
And shit got shitty fast, like, the MC Hammer tried to jump in, like, that niggas was like...
MC Hammer?
He was part of the crew.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Okay, you know, I was gone, bro.
He was older. I was in jail. So Hammer was like the older homie that was part of the crew that Suge had brought in, because him and brother and Suge, Louis Burrell, I don't know what kind of shit they was doing, but Hammer was with us. He was in the mix with us. He was one of our homies. He was Death Row. Deion Sanders was too. Nigga, Deion Sanders made Must Be the Money on Death Row. That's a Death Row record, yes. Yes, all this shit was with us, nigga, so...
Damn!
Death Row was the shit.
Wait a minute, bro. Deion Sanders was...
Deion Sanders' song, Must Be the Money, is a Death Row record release.
Hey, boy, that nigga Suge was, and I
That
heard
nigga
he helped
Suge was
Mary J.
cold
Blige
blooded.
and them
Nigga
too.
Suge Knight's a cold monster, nigga.
See, I was gone. You gotta remember, bro, I was locked up. I don't get all this. So y'all on the boat and pockets.
No, we ain't on the boat, nigga. We on the beach, nigga,
Oh, y'all was on the
and
beach.
Belize in the sand.
Right.
And then once Nate said that, and then Tupac and them started like squaring up, and I'm looking at Pac, he looking at me, and I'm like, damn, I forgot to tell these niggas, like, shit. You know, when shit get too far, it's like, ain't nothing much I can say now.
Yeah, it's
The nigga
too late.
Suge come in. Man, knock this shit out. What y'all niggas tripping off for? Man, we all family and whoop-de-whoop, nigga. And then niggas started laughing and it was over with. But it was tense like a motherfucker for them 2 or 3 minutes.
Right.
Cause I didn't tell the niggas that Tupac was on some military shit.
Right.
And niggas was talking to him. Niggas like, nigga, fuck you, nigga, hold on, nigga, you ain't even supposed to be talking to me. My bad.
And that's probably coming out of jail too, because you know once you get locked up and you in jail, that
Your
really
structure
change
is what it is, right?
Oh yeah, that structure change. Your mind go other places. You get to dealing with different shit. So now you bring that home. You bring that to the streets. Look, bro. Now, 4800.
What you
Is
know
the
about
movie
it?
gonna happen?
Hell yeah, it's gonna happen.
How is the movie gonna happen? Where Pop at, man?
How's it gonna happen? I've been writing it. I had my boy started, then I gave it to CJ Mack, and now that motherfucker's right. It's motherfucking 1010 now. It's 1010.
What era of 4800? Because you know
it's 81, 82, and a little bit
I
of
wasn't
like
there.
83, 84. Like it's the
I
story.
didn't get to it.
This the story of a young. And what's so crazy, cuz I had Nip in it, cuz, and he was with this. He wasn't with the NWA movie, but he was with this one. This is something we chopped it up about where cuz was gonna be my brother. We look so much alike, but I play football, and he's my little brother. He bang. So I come from a family, the Fleetwoods, and I'm the only one that don't bang. So my grandmama and them always protected me or whatnot, keeping me away from all of the violence and shit. So this one particular night, we go to a party after a football game, and I'm dancing with a female from Compton, and her man come in. He come right over to me like, nigga, what you doing dancing with my bitch? I'm like, nigga, what you talking about? Nigga socked me, boom. When he socked me, I fall down, but my brother's standing right behind me. So instead of me coming up, my brother come up, and my brother come up and get rid of him. So now it look like
You did.
and that's what the word is. So when I get locked up, they put me in classification. What's your name? Fleetwood, where you from? I don't bang. Oh, you a Fleetwood? Yeah, you do. 4800. So you see this nigga that ain't never been in shit, he got it, and it's on from the start. Like, they
Yeah,
put
that
him in a
shit was
cell
sick.
with a nigga that tried to take it from him the first 5 minutes he
Yeah.
had, like, all that. Like, it's
Yeah, you gotta tell the story of 4800, man. I was there. Cause I remember, let me set the stage, cause I don't think people understand, cause 4800 was a crip module. But it really was an experiment of ignorance, because I was 18, I had just turned 18 when I got to that mug. But you got to go there if you a crip. If you a real crip and you about your business, and you really a real crip, if you don't go to 4800, you ain't that nigga. I was 17 when I called my case. I was on the case with Whacknell first. And so I came over there after that, and I caught a lot of robberies over on the main line. And they didn't want Crips on the main line because we was robbing everybody. And back then, couldn't no Bloods be on the main line in county jail. You remember that?
what was that, 43?
48 had, that's where actually the first module was, because they couldn't be on the main line.
To take them off the main line.
So they was in 43. Then there was somebody had a bright idea would lock the Crips up too. Then they created 4800. And so then that shit, now we chained up. We the only ones moving around in chains. I mean, bro, when he first opened that motherfucking door to 4800, that motherfucker was wind. And all you hear is motherfuckers like raving animals. That shit sounds scary as a motherfucker, man. That is the most scariest thing you gonna hear. And then you just see you see men, human beings, niggas is like, that shit crazy. Cause you gonna hear that night, you gonna hear somebody getting raped, somebody getting put off the set, somebody like somebody squabbling about, and then that really like I hear people say gambling on your ass. That shit really meant something. Like if you was gambling and you didn't have the means to pay, you was gambling on your ass. When I remember, I'm in homies, when you first come in homies say, don't play cards with none of these old niggas. Don't do this, don't do that. They give you a whole slew of rules, then they tell you how to make knives. Because you're gonna learn how to make a knife out of a mop ringer. You're gonna learn how to make a knife out of sugar. You know my first thought? Getting in that motherfucker and learning the value of sugar. Sugar makes glue, melt around where you can put it with your deodorant, the plastic deodorant, you gotta heat that up to make a knife. Well, 4800 was crazy.
So they gave them niggas straight information in there.
Oh, man, how to make a spear with sugar. Get the newspaper, you gotta roll him all the way down, tight as you can get it. Sugar on him, let it dry. Yolk the sugar together, get it in you. Oh, once you dry up and get that bitch hard, you ain't gonna kill him, but you gonna show cut him in his face.
4800 101.
101, bro. That shit gonna be
I only
crazy.
heard stories about it. That's why I had to bring it to life, because I'm like, I know that shit was an experiment, and I know what it did for certain people that was in there. Like, that story need to be told.
Right here.
Dark game.
This is the dart game. And right here, we're gonna be throwing darts for charity. Now, the key to the game is everybody wins
Okay.
because it's for the charity. And this man has been doing charity for the last 30-something years. So right now, we're gonna go on this dart.
Let's do it. Nice and lit, ready to get it. Get him, dog. What is that?
You go 3, you get to all
That's
3.
17. Let me get this money now. Get him, dog. What's that? That's a Viper right there. Get him, dog. What's that? Talk to
Is
him.
that 20?
The number is 19
Take
right
a picture
here.
of it.
But is that the number, though?
No, he get 3 times 19.
3 times.
Ooh.
No, you 3 times 19. Oh, it's my go.
Start it off.
Oh, wait a minute.
Okay, that was hard. I like that. That wasn't the money, though. That wasn't either. That's blue. That's black.
Damn, that was only 1.
Yep.
All right, when we gonna start? We ain't started yet,
No,
though.
cuz we can't just keep practicing.
They gotta now. You gotta say your charity.
I know
You
this
gotta
your
say
show,
your charity
cuz. I
first.
know this your show. We can add the charity later, cuz I'm whooping this nigga. Now you want to talk about practice. My favorite charity is the Snoop Youth Special Stars.
There it
and
is.
I want to play a game for $5,000. And if I lose, I'm going to donate 10. Go eat.
He's doing it hard.
Go eat, Snoop Dogg. That's
Okay,
a dub
he ain't
right
even
there.
on the board.
That's a 20. You said that was 20, right? Go eat, Snoop Dogg.
Nigga, you can't hit the 20 and it be 20.
But y'all just told me that
You
was
gotta
20.
be in there. I blew him out.
No, but
I
y'all
got
had me,
this,
see, y'all giving me bad information. Y'all told me the 20s was double. So I'm aiming at the dub. Bang,
20's
dub,
gonna
bang,
always be
dub.
double to him.
Exactly,
You
bang,
get
bang.
it? When it counts,
Okay, that's blue. That's blue too, cuz a Crip. Yep, he a real Crip, 3 blues. No
So I
money,
won.
no money, no money. They say green is the
6.
money. Nope, no money.
19 and 12.
And what
You
I
only-
got?
You only got 1
One,
and nothing
that's nothing?
and 11.
So I got 12? Best of 3, right?
Yeah.
Let's work.
Oh, shit. He done eased up on his. He's still up there at the 20.
I can't help it, cuz that's where I'm from.
This is for developing option. What the hell?
Blue. So what I got, 14?
You got a 1 and a 14.
That's 15. But look how I put the 2 right on the O, cuz I'm so good with that. Look at that. I'm gonna stop aiming for the set real quick and just go get some money real quick. I keep aiming for the hood. Let me go down real quick. Get the money, dog. Don't even look at it. Go get the money.
Oh, fuck.
Don't even look at it. Get the money, dog. Go get the motherfucking money.
When the pressure's on.
Motherfucking money, man.
Look at it, yeah.
Go get the motherfucking money, dog.
He got 3 times 20, 3 times 4, and 9.
Yeah, baby.
60, 12, and 9. How the fuck do you get the triples? You can't aim for the triples. Fuck this shit. I need a fucking bullseye. Got one triple 20.
Hold on.
That's it.
Nope.
That's only double?
That's only double. You have triple right there, so you got 40. Let's work, dog.
49.
That ain't gonna catch
And 3.
81.
No, I already had you, though.
Yeah, but here go the thing right here, though. What? Here's the deal. Go eat, dog.
40.
It's a motherfucking triple dub on your ass. Fuck with me, cuz. That's
Nah, he
triple
only
dub.
got one triple.
That's 3 a dub, though. That's 60.
The 60,
For you, cuz, 6-0.
72 cents. He got
Yeah, nigga, 6 of them.
73, man.
Yeah, 6 of them, nigga,
This
for you.
motherfucker.
Can you get 3 of them? Nigga, show me you from 60s and get three dubs right now like I just did. Yeah, show me you OG. That ain't OG. That's BG. That's BG. That's BG. Come on, cuz.
Man,
That's
he can't
BG.
do that.
Why I
I
can't?
get to get this one back, because he can't be
Nah,
distracting
cuz, hold
me.
on, I can talk, cuz.
You
Hold
don't
on,
know
I
what's
get to
it.
talk. Nah, cuz,
Hey,
hold
Papa,
on.
Papa.
You make your own rules up, cuz.
Papa,
You can
make
talk,
an OG
cuz.
call, Papa.
Nigga, changing the rules in the middle of the game, cuz.
Hey, Papa, make an OG call.
Okay,
That
there
shit
it is.
didn't work.
Nut. Nigga got 3 dubs on him, cuz. That was so hood. I love you, girl. I'm gonna have to put this one in the Hall of Fame, cuz. I want y'all to meet my new friend, Triple Dub, right here, cuz. This Triple Dub, if y'all ain't never met him, meet him. That's Triple Dub. Hall of Fame, Big U, I gotta go in the Hall of Fame, cuz. I need to put up here. Right here. Put the dog up here where I did that. Triple Dub. What I ideally would like to see, not trying to overproduce, ideally, I'd like to see it right here.
Right.
So they can know I've been here. You know what I'm saying? Triple dub. And just to show you how real it get, I'm donating $5,000 to developing options, and I'm donating $5,000 to the Snoop U Special
That's a
Stars.
bully.
So that's what we doing. Both sides get taken care of.
Oh, man, come on, bro.
Old triple double, cuz he came through and set a standard. That's like a 9th inning Grand Slam home run right there, cuz ain't nobody did that. Okay.
And I'm on there. So listen, Snoop won the darts. I really kind of feel like the people here wanted Snoop to win because they want to be nice to him. They want to take pictures afterwards. But you know, hey, we ain't tripping that.
They got that. I got y'all. Y'all straight.
Why
Thank
the fuck I
y'all.
got this mic in my hand?
Because you an MC now.
So listen, right now we got a new segment called Calling Out Names. Now how this Calling Out Name work is, he gonna spit a verse. It's not dissing. It's all friendly. He gonna spit a verse. He gonna call somebody out, and when that person come on, they gonna meet that challenge. We gonna Snoop Dogg, and guess what? We're using Death Row beats because we happen to know the owner.
All clear, baby. All clear. Are we on the air? 1, 2, 1, 2. Let me slide this blunt to the left. Talk this shit. Sitting in the living room as the bass goes boom. Big Snoop Dogg as I look in the sky. I say, ooh, I take time. I drive lines. I don't fake. I just break while you create time to watch me. Now everybody looking. Snoop Dogg's on the stage and you know I'm cooking. Sitting back, relaxing, maxing. What name should I call out? Michael Jackson? I don't know, cause can't nobody fuck with this. Snoop Dogg on the mic, now you stuck with this. Big U, stay true, keep it blue, 1, 2, 1, 2. DPGC's the crew, and I come through so quick, so fast. What a microphone on your ass. Need to hit a blunt, need to talk shit, need to walk outside, I need to see a crib. Cause now I'm feeling blue right now. Snoop Dogg on the mic, what it do right now? I don't know who I should call out, cause if I call him out, we might fall out. So I'ma leave it alone, stay hard to the bone, and stay in my zone. You can call it what you want to, but don't call me out, cause you will get knocked out, no doubt. No scream, no shout, Big Snoop Dogg's in the motherfucking house. Representing Death Row, everywhere that I go. And if I call out your name, you better put your handcuffs on your motherfucking hoe, cause I'm coming through the front and the back door. Smoking another blunt, backwoods. This hood, that hood. Snoop Dogg, recognized neighborhood.
Woo, woo. Man, it's a pleasure,
You gotta
man.
put a name on that.
Yeah, I don't know nobody can follow it, but the legend Corrupt himself.
You gotta put a name on that one.
Hey, man, we gonna just sell fish. We calling out your little brother and my little brother, Corrupt Gotti. Gotti gotta go next, man. For the old time call outs,
Come on,
man.
let's go. Come on, Gotti, line it up.
Line it up, Gotti.
Line it up. Have you ever heard of a slaughter? Ought to start dipping. Sipping on that ST gets me to tripping. I don't slips, I bang. With that mad-ass dog pound gang, it's a DPG thing.
Yes, sir. Man, it's been a pleasure to have you.
Motivation,
bro.
pleasure's all mine, big
It's a
homie.
pleasure to have you.
I love you,
kid.
bro. I love
Hey,
what you're
look.
doing. I love what you stand for. I love what you become. Thank you for being an example, a role model, a leader.
Now, you gave us a chance, man.
Come on, man, that's what we do. We give each other a chance. Each one teach one. We're a brotherhood out here. We the West, and this is what the West supposed to look like. We supposed to do shit for each other, on camera, behind the scenes, in our lives personally. The whole get out. You know how we move. We move like a motherfucking team. Love you too, my nigga.
Hey, look, and what you got here, you just checked in with Snoop Dogg and Big U, the most recognizable face on the planet Earth, the only man who can stop the war with Ukraine and the rest of the world. They need to call us Dog. And stop playing, because Biden ain't getting it done. Call Snoop Dogg. He's sending the Crips and Bloods over there. We get this shit figured out immediately, and we're gonna get it the right way. Who's that, Putin over there?
Yeah, that's who he is.
Putin, call the homie. We ain't
Holla.
mad at you.
Now,
You just checked in with Snoop Dogg
check
and Big
in.
U.
Hey, when you hop off the plane, check in. When your feet hit the street, you better check in. Don't believe in them punk assholes, because they the ones that leave you niggas exposed. They make you check it in. Yeah, man. See, what y'all don't understand is you got to check in, man. Everywhere I go, I check in, man. No, I don't get checked, I check in. It's a big difference, man. You gotta really understand what I'm saying. You dig what I mean? Trip. When you hop off the plane, check in. Penthouse suite, check in. When your feet hit the street, check in. Cause if not, shit get hot, you better check it in. When you in the Bay, check in. When you hit LA, check in. See, don't believe in these punk ass hoes, cause they the ones that leave you niggas exposed. They make you check it in.
Streets hurt, been ballin' lately. Some of y'all gotta check in for safety. All the real ones, we move a certain way. You gotta give it to get it. You wanna get home safe? Respect.